Hey, good morning. Thursday. How you doing there, seventh grade? Again, I miss you. Praying for you. Prayed for you in my devotions this morning, and I was sort of finalizing for chapel today, which I will be live streaming to you. So I'll send you a link a little bit later this morning. But I wanted to give a devotion this morning, and the title of this devotion is "Who Are You?" Again, it's from my favorite book, one of my favorite books, I should say. I have a lot of favorite books. So anyway, it's called "Who Are You?" There you go. My jaw dropped in shock as my friends and I walked towards our rental van. All the windows were broken, pieces of glass were sprinkled on the ground, and our bags were gone. We were in San Francisco visiting a friend of mine who was a pastor who gave up everything to move to a part of town where people were poor. He spent his days serving food to the homeless and showing love to everyone he met. We had stopped by our pastor friend's house, parked the car, left our bags on the seats, and gone inside to help with the chores. When we came back out, we found ourselves standing on the street, scratching our heads, wondering what on earth had happened to our bags. I needed to fly back home, so I drove back to the airport without my belongings. The problems continued when I arrived at the airport. "Identification, please," the ticketing agent asked when I tried to check into my flight. I reached into my pockets to find my wallet, but it was in my bag that was stolen. "My wallet was stolen out of my car today," I explained to the agent. "I don't have any identification on me, but I promise, I'm Bob. Just look at my face. Don't I look like a guy named Bob?" The agent gave me a skeptical look. I would have been a little confused, too, if I were him. "Sir, I'm going to need you to prove that you are who you say you are." I could tell the agent was starting to lose patience with me, and I understood. He was just trying to do his job and keep the airport safe, and I didn't have the identification I needed to get on the plane. That's when I remembered that I had written a book. I remembered it had my name on the cover, and probably a photo of me on the back cover too. I pulled out my phone to look online for a book with my picture on it, but the only thing I found was a book with a bunch of balloons on the cover. That's one of his books. I told myself I'd make sure to put a big picture of my face on the cover of my next book in case I lost my wallet again. But I changed my mind when I saw how funny that would look. Eventually, I convinced the ticket agent that I'm Bob, and I was able to fly home. But my time in the airport got me thinking about how I show others who I am. When we meet new people, we tell them our name and what we think are the most important things to know about us. This is something everyone does. We talk about something we're interested in or something we're good at. But do you know what God cares about the most when He thinks about who we are and what He says is the most important thing about us? God cares about how we love Him and how we show that by the way we love the other people He made. I love that sentence. It's that simple. I'm going to read that again. God cares about how we love Him and how we show our love for Him by the way we love the other people He made, the other image bearers. Earlier, I told you about a man named Paul who wrote letters to new churches, and some of those letters became parts of the Bible. In one of his letters to a church in a city called Corinth, Paul explained to the new followers of Jesus what love is and how important it is to show our faith in love. He told them, "If I'm the best speaker in the world, but I don't love other people, I'll sound like a bunch of pots and pans banging together. And if I'm the smartest person in the world and do incredible things for God, but I don't love other people, those things aren't worth anything. What Paul wanted those followers of Jesus to understand is that our love for God and others is the most important thing about us. My pastor friend understood this. That's why he spent his time serving others. And that's what I want to be known for too. I want to spend so much time loving others that it becomes who I am. And I won't need my wallet to prove it. People will know who we are. People will know who you are when they see how well we love. People will know who we are when they see how well we love. That's the devotion for today, Thursday. Miss you. Hope all is well. And again, I'll send you a link for chapel later. Thanks.